Breaking news. The Department of Justice finds Minneapolis police used excessive force and racial discrimination. I'm so shocked.
On May 25th, 2020, George Floyd was killed at the hands of a law enforcement officer who was sworn to protect him. As Mr. Floyd died, other officers failed to intervene. The Justice Department has since convicted 4 former Minneapolis police officers for their roles in the death of George Floyd. As I told George Floyd's family this morning, his death has had an irrevocable impact on the Minneapolis community, on our country, and on the world. His loss is still felt deeply by those who loved and knew him, and by many who did not. George Floyd should be alive today. Shortly after I was sworn in as Attorney General, I announced that the Justice Department had opened a separate civil investigation into whether the Minneapolis Police Department, the MPD, and the city of Minneapolis engage in a pattern or practice of unconstitutional or unlawful policing. I am here today to announce the findings of that investigation. I am also announcing that the Justice Department, the city of Minneapolis, and the MPD have agreed in principle to negotiate towards a consent decree.
Sorry. I can't. It's in my mind. I can't get it out of my mind. I can't. It's just so, it's stuck in my mind permanently. This is literally Ethan's fault, okay? He fucked me up. He fucked me up.
Since opening the investigation, the Justice Department has engaged in a comprehensive review of MPD's policies, training, supervision, and use of force investigations. Our review focused on MPD as a whole, not on the actions of any individual officer. We observed many MPD officers who did their difficult work with professionalism, courage, and respect.
Yeah, totally.
But the patterns and practices we observed made what happened to George Floyd possible. As one city leader told us, quote, "These systemic issues didn't just occur on May 25th, 2020. There were instances like that were being reported by the community long before that." The Department of Justice has concluded that there is reasonable cause to believe that the Minneapolis Police Department and the city of Minneapolis engaged in a pattern or practice of conduct that violates the First and Fourth Amendments of the United States Constitution. There is also reasonable cause to believe that they engage in conduct that violates Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Safe Streets Act, and the Americans with Disabilities Act. Specifically,
the ADA, Jesus, bro. I mean, it's not shocking. Cops are notoriously awful with dealing with people with disabilities, but like, it's wild that they were so flagrant that even that was a part of the investigation. God damn, dude. Like, they were doing hate crimes on handicapped people. What the fuck? Yeah, disabled people. Yes, dude. Cops are fucking notoriously awful at dealing with disabled people, especially disabled black people. Now, that's one thing, but doing it so routinely and so flagrantly that the investigation had to make note of it is also kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a black person and you have autism, like, the likelihood that you get shot by cops in any altercation increases dramatically. Same with deaf. Like, think about all the components. Like, if you're behaving in a manner that they consider to be hysterical, holy fuck. I mean, dude, it happened in Colorado. Remember, this is not just Minneapolis, right? If you're having a panic attack, holy shit, holy moly, you know?
We found that MPD and the city of Minneapolis engages in a pattern or practice of using excessive force, unlawfully discriminating against Black and Native American people in enforcement activities, violating the rights of people engaged in protected speech, and discriminating against people with behavioral disabilities and responding to them in crisis.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Enter here. Hope you've enjoyed this edit. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe. And do leave a Kaya love in the comment section down below if you reach this point of the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, how about looking at this video over here?